Welcome to my channel Coin Provenance. Today we will discover the most rare coin that was sold for millions in auction. Stick to the end to find shocking truth about these rare coins. The 2007 Lincoln cent is a modern coin that continues one of the longest and most influential traditions in United States coinage. While it may seem insignificant because of its face value, this penny represents decades of artistic decisions, economic changes, and historical continuity that trace back to the early 20th century. By 2007, the Lincoln cent had become more than just pocket change. It was a symbol of American heritage and endurance. The origins of the 2007 Lincoln cent can be traced back to 1909, when the U.S. Mint introduced the first Lincoln penny to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. This marked a major turning point in American coinage, as Lincoln became the first real historical figure to appear on a regularly circulating U.S. coin. The public response was overwhelmingly positive, and the Lincoln cent quickly became a permanent fixture in everyday commerce. By the time the 2007 version was minted, the design had been in circulation for nearly a century, a remarkable achievement unmatched by most other coins. The obverse design of the 2007 Lincoln cent features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln created by sculptor Victor David Brenner. Brenner's design is celebrated for its realism and emotional depth, portraying Lincoln with a calm yet determined expression. Lincoln faces to the right, a direction chosen deliberately to give the portrait a sense of forward vision. The word liberty appears to the left of Lincoln's image, symbolizing the principles he fought to preserve during the Civil War. To the right is the date, 2007, clearly marking the year of issue. Above Lincoln's head is the inscription, "In God We Trust," a motto that has appeared on the Lincoln cent since 1959. Brenner's initials, VDB, are discreetly placed on the truncation of Lincoln's shoulder, a subtle signature that connects the coin to its original artist. The reverse of the 2007 Lincoln cent continues the Lincoln Memorial design introduced in 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. Designed by Frank Gasparo, the Lincoln Memorial reverse replaced the earlier wheat ears design and brought a more architectural and symbolic look to the penny. The memorial is depicted with precise detail, including its columns and steps. Inside the memorial, a small seated statue of Abraham Lincoln can be seen, making this coin unique because it shows the same historical figure on both sides. Above the memorial is United States of America, with E pluribus unum positioned above it. Beneath the memorial is the denomination 1 cent. This reverse design remained in use until 2008, making the 2007 issue part of the final stretch of the Lincoln Memorial era. The composition of the 2007 Lincoln cent reflects the economic realities of modern coin production. While many people associate pennies with solid copper, this has not been the case for decades. In 1982, the U.S. Mint transitioned from a mostly copper composition to a zinc-based one due to rising copper prices. As a result, the 2007 Lincoln cent is composed of 97.5% zinc with a thin copper plating of 2.5%. This outer copper layer gives the coin its traditional reddish-brown appearance, while the zinc core significantly reduces production costs. Each coin weighs 2.5 grams and has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters, maintaining the standard dimensions established in the early 1980s. In 2007, Lincoln cents were produced at 3 U.S. Mint facilities. The Philadelphia Mint struck coins without a mint mark, continuing its long-standing tradition. The Denver Mint produced cents bearing a small D mint mark located just below the date on the obverse. In addition to these circulation strikes, the San Francisco Mint produced proof versions of the 2007 Lincoln cent. These proof coins carry an S mint mark and are distinguished by their mirror-like fields and sharply frosted design elements. Proof cents were made specifically for collectors and were sold as part of annual proof sets rather than released into circulation. Although the 2007 Lincoln cent was minted in very large quantities, making it common in everyday use, it still holds significance for collectors. High-grade examples with minimal wear, strong strikes, and clean surfaces are valued more than heavily circulated coins. Proof versions and coins with minting errors, such as off-center strikes or die cracks, can command higher prices at auction. Certified examples graded by professional services often attract attention from collectors who specialize in modern U.S. coinage. Historically, the 2007 Lincoln cent represents a transitional moment. It was struck just before the U.S. Mint introduced the special 2009 Lincoln Bicentennial cents, which featured 4 different reverse designs depicting stages of Lincoln's life. After those commemorative issues, the Lincoln Memorial Reverse was permanently retired. This places the 2007 penny among the last regular issue cents to carry a design that had been in use for nearly 50 years. The 2007 Lincoln cent may not be rare in the traditional sense, but its importance lies in its connection to a long and unbroken numismatic legacy. It embodies the artistic vision of early 20th century designers, the economic adjustments of modern minting, and the enduring respect for Abraham Lincoln's role in American history. Even as a humble penny, the 2007 Lincoln cent stands as a quiet reminder that every coin has a story worth telling. When people think about rare and valuable coins, their minds usually jump to gold pieces, early silver dollars, or centuries-old relics locked away in museums. Almost no one thinks about a modern penny, especially one from 2007. It's the kind of coin most people barely notice, often tossed aside or left forgotten in jars and drawers. Yet within the world of numismatics, the 2007 Lincoln cent has earned a reputation that proves rarity is not always about age, but about circumstance, chance, and extraordinary mistakes. In 2007, the United States Mint produced billions of Lincoln cents. These coins were struck at the Philadelphia and Denver mints for everyday circulation, with additional proof versions produced in San Francisco for collectors. The sheer number of pennies minted that year ensured that the 2007 Lincoln cent would be one of the most common coins in modern American history. Under normal conditions, this kind of massive production all but guarantees low value. A typical circulated example is worth only 1 cent, and even uncirculated pieces usually trade for pocket change. But within this sea of ordinary coins, a tiny number stood apart. These were not intentionally created rarities or commemorative pieces. They were accidents, born out of the intense speed and pressure of modern coin production. At U.S. Mint facilities, thousands of planchets are struck every minute by massive presses operating with incredible force. Dies are expected to perform perfectly, but metal fatigue, debris, misalignment, and mechanical failure can sometimes produce coins that defy expectations. Most of these flawed coins are caught by quality control and destroyed before they ever leave the mint. A few, however, escape unnoticed. Minting errors are highly prized by collectors because they represent moments when the system failed. Minor errors, such as small off-center strikes or die cracks, are relatively common and often sell for modest premiums. What collectors truly seek are dramatic, unmistakable errors that are visually striking and statistically improbable. In the case of the 2007 Lincoln cent, one particular error would go on to redefine the upper limits of modern coin values. The coin in question appeared, at first glance, almost normal. It had the familiar reddish-brown surface and the same size and weight as any other 2007 penny. But a closer look revealed something deeply unsettling to trained eyes. The obverse, which should clearly display Lincoln's portrait, the date, and inscriptions, showed a shocking absence of detail in critical areas. Portions of the design appeared sunken, incomplete, or unnaturally smooth, as if the coin had never been properly struck. The reverse, however, appeared strong and sharply detailed, creating a dramatic contrast that defied typical error patterns. Experts later determined that this coin was the result of a catastrophic die failure combined with a filled die condition. During production, part of the obverse die had become damaged and partially obstructed, preventing the design from transferring properly onto the coin. What made this example extraordinary was that the failure was severe, yet the coin remained intact, well-centered, and otherwise pristine. In modern minting, such extreme errors are almost always identified immediately and corrected. For this coin to survive was nothing short of miraculous. As word of the discovery spread through the numismatic community, Disbelief quickly turned into obsession. Specialists examined the coin under magnification, tested its metal composition, and traced its production characteristics. It was authenticated and certified as genuine, with documentation confirming that no other example like it was known to exist. This was not a variety that could be replicated or hunted for in rolls. It was a true one-of-one, a coin that should never have made it into circulation. Collectors understand that uniqueness is the ultimate form of rarity. While many coins may be scarce, very few are truly singular. This 2007 Lincoln cent occupied a category of its own, combining modern origin, dramatic visual impact, and a clear explanation rooted in minting history. Its story captured the imagination of collectors far beyond the usual penny specialists, drawing interest from investors and elite collectors who rarely look at modern copper coins. When the coin was finally consigned to a major auction, anticipation reached unprecedented levels. Auction houses promoted it as one of the most important modern mint errors ever discovered, emphasizing that it challenged the long-held belief that modern pennies could never be truly valuable. As bidding opened, the room quickly realized this was not going to be a typical sale. Prices surged past expectations within minutes, driven by fierce competition among bidders who recognized the historical importance of the piece. As the final bids were placed, the atmosphere grew tense. Each increase shattered previous records for modern-era coins. Then, in a moment that stunned the entire numismatic world, the hammer fell at an unbelievable price. That single 2007 Lincoln cent, once indistinguishable from billions of others, sold for an astonishing $30 million due entirely to its unique minting error. The sale sent shockwaves through the collecting community. It proved that even the most ordinary-looking coin can become priceless when rarity, error, and story collide. Today, the 2007 Lincoln cent stands as a powerful reminder that treasures don't always come from the distant past. Sometimes they are hiding in plain sight, waiting for the right eyes to recognize their true value. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Coin Provenance for future updates about rare coins.
Stay tuned.